Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Let's Play of Thief Gold, with your host Alex and X145. Probably going to be a lot of comments saying, hey, weren't you climbing down a rope in the end of the last episode? You're right, I was. But, my recording goofed after that point, so I had to restart. And part of the reason that you haven't been seeing Thief for me lately is because I had to restart all the way back in the break from Crag's Cleft. And I had some very frustrating moments in that, so... But I did eventually get back through all of it and play up to this point. There's the good old... what's-his-face? The Hammerite zombie. And now we are going to continue climbing down that rope as soon as I show something off that I forgot to in the last episode. And it's a little bit of a ways over here, but we shall eventually get to it. This big chamber, you may remember it. If you go through here, you also find it if you just turn right when you drop down from here. If you go here, you will find a little tombstone thing that reads Alaris. Now, the whole deal with the Alaris extension is that there is a massive joke on the internet concerning this Alaris section that's caved in here and the Alaris extension. The Alaris was reportedly a rich aristocratic family at some point in the Thief universe. And, well, this is kind of what's left of their tomb. With the Alaris extension, it was actually a fan-made mod, which doesn't actually take place in the game, although that is a pretty major joke. And if you tried it hard enough, there was supposedly a bow upgrade Easter egg found. Notice that I'm going the other way. That upgrade does not actually exist. Again, it is a troll by the Thief community to new players. So with that out of the way, and all of its fun little history, let's go ahead and climb down this rope and see what lies beyond. Finally. And in here we have more zombies, as to be expected. And I think beyond this zombie, if I can just sneak past him... Yeah. Alright, that's not too bad. He didn't wake up. We should be fine. In that chest, we found some loot, sounds like. Oh, that was a bit jumpy. Alright, not close enough for him to care. And here we find a nice little pool of water. Let's go take a swim, shall we? Just keep swimming. Where is the tunnel? And I don't know. And we have a couple of ways to go. Oh, I love the sound of the wind chimes. Now in here, we have a couple chests that we can loot. And a skeleton. Take note of the holes. Yeah. That's probably the poor demise of this last guy. Alright, I'm not gonna head down their stairs yet. I need to explore what's in this room over here. I should say in this chamber, but hey. This takes us to somewhere I don't think we have explored here yet. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the other direction from the rope. Absolutely nothing in here whatsoever. So let's just take a swim down. And head down that ladder. God, I absolutely love the wind chimes. It really sets this place apart. I heard something, I don't know what it was. Oh boy, ladders in this game are almost as bad as source ladders. Source ladders are really finicky, but thankfully in this game they're not too bad. Now, there was a big platform there. Oh, joy. Yeah, that boulder's an instant kill. Be sure not to be standing under it. Not sure how that trap remained that way for so many... I don't know, decades? Centuries? How the hell that boulder got put back into place? I wonder if there's like a caretaker of the crypts that resets that every so often. How'd they even do that anyway? Would they have to get like a pulley system in there and drag it back up or something? I don't know. Alright. And looks like another caved-in part of the crypt. Or I should say the Bonehoard. And we can now hear what sounds like a horn, or a trumpet. Some sort of instrument. And we can also hear some sort of beastie walking around. And we get our first look at these guys. I wish I could recall their names. With these guys, you can either choose to stealth them, which is a little bit difficult. Their eyesight isn't any better than a human's. Certainly not anywhere near the Hammerites that we had to deal with in the last mission. But unlike the hammers in the last mission, we actually have no penalty for killing them. With these guys, though, I don't really care either way. They're not that huge of a threat. And he's looking around. Let's satisfy his curiosity. They like to burp at you. You coming over, buddy? Yeah, he's gonna burp at me some more. Some very poisonous clouds, and I was playing stupid there. Now, one of the things with fighting those guys is that if you do happen to kill them, they will tend to make a lot of noise and attract other creatures of their kind. I don't remember what they're called, but we will find out later in the game anyway. So it's not any sort of a problem. Now, if we drop down here, we find this room covered in all sorts of touchy platforms. And that happens if you step on one of them. Just a whole bunch of arrows. Now, we do have a whole bunch of fire arrows that were being talked about before. I'm just going to dump him over here so I don't actually pick him up again. Lots of food, too. And a bag of gold. And it looks like somebody was playing to sleep here and didn't really make it out. We do have a new roll of papyrus. Let's go ahead and read it. I've decided to take the plunge. If my records are correct, there should be a stash of fire crystals in the lowest oubliette, which was sealed for centuries, but has since opened up by the Burricks. That's what the creatures are called. The big lizard things walking around are Burricks. Okay. I'll need the crystals for the torches if I'm going to get the Mystic Soul. If you remember, the Mystic Soul is one of the items that we are supposed to get. And I believe it's the sister item to... No, the Mystic Heart is the Mystic Soul sister gem or something silly like that. Either way, we have to find both of them. Now, unlike previous playthroughs, I actually have no idea where either of them are. So we get to find out through exploration and hard detective work. Or rather, hard grave robbing work, since that's what we're doing right now. We're basically looting a gigantic catacomb. Alrighty then. Now, if we follow along here, we end up in more of this cave that looks like every other part of the cave. It's kind of confusing the first time you see it, and I'm surprised it did not take any damage there. I am very happy with that fact, because I only have 5 little shields left. Now, we do have a whole bunch of Burricks in here, so I'm just going to avoid them by going into this passage here. And I think this leads you pretty much everywhere you need to go. I'm going to go this way first and take some exploring time out. Now, if you have been paying attention to the walls, you will see some markers along the way. Some arrows, and we just passed by an X there on the floor. Oh, hi there. I think this is the regular way. Is this the place I'm thinking of? No, I don't think so. I think this is actually someplace different. Not entirely sure where this is. A lot of statues staring around here, though, that's for sure. A little bit unsettling, but not too bad. Did get a water crystal out of that. Let's see, where is the button? Here we go, papyrus. What do we get this time? It appears I was wrong about the mystic's heart, and I will die for my mistake. The ancient tablet I found said that the heart would be in a room of statues whose gaze is death. But though there are statues here, it's clear to me now that this is not that place. I dare not go back down. The Burricks prowl below in numbers, angered at my intrusion. Unless they leave, I will starve in this godforsaken place. There is another room that does not look like this, but there are statues around. And take note of that stare of death. Alright, I need to be careful of this Mr. Burrick Guardian here. So I'm just gonna bunny hop my way out of here and say goodbye. Toodaloo, you silly Burrick. You guard that place for the rest of your life. Alright, and if we take this way, this will lead us into a room full of dead Burricks. Not sure why this is a thing. But they all have, a couple of them have those bitey flies. I guess they got stuck as much as the other poor saps in here did. The other thieves, I mean. Now, because everything looks the same and you don't really have much in the way of markers, it's easy to get lost. Alright, I'm not getting too turned around yet. Okay, so I went right before. And I came out at the end, so let's go left this time. Having to map this out in my head as I go, just so I don't get lost, because it's actually not that difficult to get turned around in here. Especially if you're not paying attention. Oh, looks like we found some more. Sweet. Okay, so I guess this is not the way we're supposed to go to get to our main objective. Still gonna be worth some exploration, though. Okay, this takes us back out here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and head right up here again, because I don't remember. Yeah, there's one of the X's I was talking about. Okay, this only takes us back these ways. So I'm going to go ahead and go back and retrace my steps back to the Burrick cave. And see if we can't find a way out of here. Alright. Ah, here we go. There's a little tunnel here with a rope already extended out of it. Now, I really don't give a damn about the Burricks. I really don't give a damn. Alright, and we're fine. We are safe and sound. Well, not really safe, but we're out of harm's way of the Burricks. That's a little bug I noticed on the last time I was here. Thought I'd point that out. Okay, now, note the arrow pointing. And look beyond there. That looks a bit more crypt-like, doesn't it? I want to show off the rest of this place first. Now, I'm pretty sure if I fall down there, that's going to hurt. So what do I want to do instead? I could fall all the way down. Yeah, let's go ahead and fall down. Now this is actually a different pool of water from the one that we were in before. Let's see, there should be a hole around here somewhere. There we go. It all has this really boring granite texture to it. Makes it a little bit hard to discern where everything is. And here we find another poor thief who has a pickaxe on him. Felix doesn't care, but we've definitely found signs that Adolfo has been here before us. I don't know if he found that fabulous gemstone he was always said was here, but if it's still here, it's worth more than the lousy Horn of Quintuplets, or whatever the thing is called. If I'm reading the signs right, Adolfo was convinced something useful was deep down below the Burrick tunnels. He was likely following the arrows, and he would be insanely wrong about that. There is very little of value down here. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. Alright. Now from here, we have a couple routes we can take. We can hop down here, and I believe both of these routes, both of these ways take you to the same place, yeah. Now that Burrick is heading straight for us, but we are in darkness, so we can't actually see us very well. Unfortunately, we have a couple here that are walking back and forth, so I need to be careful. It is possible to stealth the Burrick sections. It's rather difficult, but it can be done. So if I'm just really careful here... this is one of those situations where a noisemaker arrow would actually come in handy. Aren't they just adorable? Adorable little creatures. Not here. Sweet. Okay. Now I don't think this tunnel really takes us much of anywhere other than back out to the lakeside. That's just a place where you can see some light. No, it's a shortcut. Okay. Yeah, not an issue sneaking past those Burricks. Yeah, this just takes us back out here to the pool of water if you decide to want to get a quick escape in. Okay, I don't think he comes all the way down here, but just to be sure... Got my finger on the sword button. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're good. Alright. So now I can go ahead and sneak up here. Now it is a little bit bright, so I need to be careful. Peek over the edge. Alright, they're both heading back here, so I'm going to go ahead and sneak in here a little bit. I'm assuming one of them is going to go up along there, and then the other one's going to go down along the side. No, they're both going to go up. Alright, that's fine. I am cool with that. Especially since they didn't see me. And we are free to go. There's a little random hole here that you actually cannot get into, apparently. But I think it's just a peek at what lies ahead here. Maybe it's just so the Burricks can see you and get mad. I don't know. And we're hearing zombies. This is actually an alternate entrance into the catacombs. Or the Bonehoard, if you will. Let's take another swim, shall we? So the whole deal with this part is that you can either go through here as the entrance, which I have done, or you can just kind of hop down here as an escape from the zombies that you may encounter. Now, along here, we also have this, looks like an arm of bones? You can actually pick it up. You don't get any sort of gold sound for it, though, which is a little bit odd. There is a purpose to that. Which we'll find out about later. Alright, and through that little hole in the floor, you can actually climb up here. And find yourself smack dab in the middle of a whole bunch of zombies. Thankfully, those zombies are slow and not terribly intelligent. We have a nice little leg there to pick up. So it's really not a huge bother, especially if you start bunny hopping and exploiting the engine a little bit. But what is this? Oh, I didn't realize this was here before. Whoa! Hello! Oh, I was not expecting this. I'm just gonna leave. Bye. Can they even get around those? Yeah, they clip right through them. Alright then. Hi! What's up? Yeah, avoiding the zombies is a non-issue. I think I just ran through about 10 zombies there, and none of them hit me. None of them even came close. I had never noticed that door before, though. I don't know if there's anything actually in there other than a death trap. Right on time. I'll go ahead and see you guys back, because my save is a ways back there. Oh god, that's embarrassing. Make it all that way with 5 shields, and you die from a fall that's just beyond what you can live through. Yeah. Ugh. Alright, here we are. Back in here. Alright, so if I remember correctly, there's not actually any loot that you can get necessarily. There's just a whole bunch of reading materials, so you don't really need to go down there. So I'm instead going to go this way. Or we can go backtrack through that later. Now, it sounds like to me that we still have some Burricks wandering around. Maybe not.
Tombs with piped-in music. How classy.
Isn't it, though? And this is where you would officially come into the Bonehoard. But, you know, sometimes the official way isn't nearly as fun as the other way around. Let's go ahead and grab this, golden bone leg. And explore this place again. Hey, zombie dude. Yourself. Now... Oh, it's a timed thing. Okay. I don't think there's actually anything in here. I don't see anything. It just looks like a bunch of traps. Oh, I can't talk right now. Now, if we come in here, we're gonna wake up another zombie more than likely, but... I know there's treasure at least in one of these places. I don't remember where exactly. That would be right over there. Alright, sweet. This also leads us to another place. Just check each of the levels, make sure there's nothing here, and it doesn't look like there is, so I think we're fine. Alright. So we can go ahead and grab this little golden goblet and then explore what is up above us. And it sounds like we may have zombies there, so I need to be a little bit careful. No zombies, but there is a fireball trap, looks like. So I'm just going to avoid that and climb up here. Once again, checking to see if there's any lovely loot, and it doesn't look like there's anything up here. That's a little bit odd. Alright then. Oh well.